Hello and welcome to the Sins Take. I'm Jackie Sins. Now, I know you're probably wondering, what's with this Bitmoji on my screen right now? Well, I'm trying to do something to make the Sins Take a little more unique from the Sins review that I normally do. So we'll just see kind of how this works. So earlier this week, I saw the trailer for the new Scream movie, and it was pretty cool. And there's quite a bit to talk about. Like, there's returning cast members Nev Campbell, Courtney Cox, and David Arquette, who have been pretty much constants throughout the series. And obviously, their characters, they've survived four movies, and with a lot of the anticipation on this fifth movie, especially during the pandemic and kind of when it's going to be released, it's yeah, a lot. There's obviously going to be other cast members and characters, and a group of teens that are going to be surviving Ghostface, and it seems like the original three are going to try to help him out with that. Whether they really succeed or not, it's kind of up in the wind. One thing that's pretty interesting is instead of just phone calls, they're including text messaging, from Ghostface and all that. And I don't remember that being done in the previous films. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've seen them, of course. But this seems like, an interesting take, and it seems like they're going to have a lot of other things. So, yeah, I'm actually pretty excited for this movie. I remember, seeing the first one when I was really young, probably too young, because, it's rated R and it's horror. Anyway, so obviously with this being the fifth film, there's gonna be, well, a lot of questions, a lot of, what's gonna happen, like how are they gonna change? Is this gonna be the final film? Because, five is, a lot, and there's a lot of talks about like what's going to change, what's going to make the series different, you know, uh, who's going to survive, that kind of stuff. And also, is Sydney going to turn out to be the killer this time? Kind of like a lot of fans have theorized and for some reason wanted, I guess. Is Sydney going to finally be killed off, like Halloween Resurrection style? These are a lot of questions that, we obviously can't answer until we've seen the movie. So, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But anyway, I absolutely love the Scream franchise. I know it's, not perfect. Well, of course, it's not perfect. But I definitely look forward to watching it, at least once a year, particularly around October, with it being Halloween and stuff. In fact, I actually own all the films in the franchise thus far on DVD. And if you watched my channel before, I like all things creepy and horror related. And, I personally love a lot of slashers. If you've watched my channel before that, then you would definitely know that it's one of my favorite horror subgenres. Now, back to this business of, Sydney possibly being the killer this time or being killed off. When I personally think about her being the killer, because I know a lot of fans have theorized that, she'll eventually snap and be sick of dealing with all this. It's been four movies, and but I don't really get the appeal in that. I think it would just ruin everything that's been building up. I think it would ultimately kill the franchise. Now, I mean, I know there's been a lot of movies and such, and we eventually have to end it at some point. And let's be honest, there's not all the films are really that great. Like Scream 3 was just not really good. Now, don't get me wrong, I still like it, in spite of its flaws, but it's definitely not something I would want to end the series on. Um, I actually think the last really good movie in this series was Scream 4. It had quite a bit going on with it, a few changes. It wasn't trying to be the same movie, which is unfortunately what a lot of slasher series fall victim to, and it just becomes stale and all that. I also like the performance of Emma Roberts from American Horror Story. She in here in Scream 4, she played Sydney's cousin, Jill Roberts. I think. I think she put a really good performance, and I think there was a pretty good twist, a couple good twists in there. And if the makers decided to end the series on Scream 4, then that would have been pretty good. And I think it would have been a nice way to end it, and I would have been like a-okay with that. Um, and I would have been satisfied with that ending. Now, but of course, we have a fifth film coming up, and we're just gonna have to accept that and see it and hope for the best. Now, in terms of, Sydney possibly being killed off this time around, um, yeah, I'm kind of on the fence about that. If they do decide to kill her off, I think it should be not in a pathetic manner and, be like more of a self sacrifice thing so that, we pay some respect to the character and what she's been through and all that. I hope they don't go through with this thing. I hope that they try to do something different. But if they do, at least pay some respect to the character. Fingers crossed. We at least hope that this movie doesn't suck. Obviously let's hope that it's something super good. But let's try to save expectations for going in without expectations. But I just know that I'll at least try to have a good time, and I am still pretty excited for this movie. Unfortunately, it's not going to be released until next year, so we'll obviously have to wait. But it would have been nice if it was released this year, especially around October. With it being horror, it definitely seems Halloween type as well. But till then, tonight I'm actually going to go see Halloween Kills at the Forum 8 theaters, and I just know that I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to have a good time, and yeah, and I'll definitely get to reviewing it. Now, I guess before I sign off, I should probably try to talk a little bit more about my Patreon. Um, as a content creator, I try to create good quality content for the subscribers and you know, my audience very much. So I decided like I would try to do the best I can to provide like services and other perks, and stuff like that. I even, you know, in fact, encourage requests to be made for like, if you want to request a movie for me to review, if you want like my, let's say, certain video, because the Sins review is kind of a scripted thing, but it's still my genuine opinion. But obviously, the part about me being a vampire is very fictional, and I try to have like a story. Yeah, there's a lot of different benefits that I try to include, and pretty much, yeah, I really don't like asking for money, but I kind of want to at least try to do this content creating and writing kind of as a living. But I do have another job as a backup. But I swear that I at least will try to create good quality content for you guys. And extra funding can kind of help with that. So if you want to, please check it out. And if I get more Patreons involved and try to see if there's an interest in certain things, then I will try to accommodate as much as I can. But anyway, this has been the Sins Take, and this is Jackie Sins signing off. Take care, and I'll catch y'all later.